Hi Collective, welcome to my channel. I'm Crystal. I'm a psychic medium here delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So today we have the conjunction of Chiron, our wounded healer, and the North Node. So this is so powerful because this is happening in the sign of Aries, which is the first of the zodiac. And it's happening right as we transfer over in Pisces season. There is so much that is going on with that. But if you're interested to know more about it, hang out to the end of the video, and I'm going to let you know a lot about what all of that means. I'm pulling oracles and things like that as I'm going to start to flip my channeled messages that I get and the oracles and the teachings that I give more at the end of the reading and getting more into the tarot, okay? So right away, as I split the deck, it was the Fool and the Wheel card. Now, this has to do with new beginnings and your destiny, as your North Node is your destiny, okay? So this beautiful energy that's coming through is definitely in alignment with you going after your dreams and desires. Like the universe is really empowering you to just really take charge, action, control. The color frequency that I was feeling today was orange, very strongly, and it very bold too. Right as I was getting ready to start this reading, a big orange Dodge Ram revved up its engine, went right past my window. I was like, wow, I don't often see orange, and it was beautiful. And yeah, so this is definitely, I felt significant to show you right away. That was on the split right away as I was starting to connect with this energy. So we're going to get into this and find out. Yeah, look, they're showing me death with the universe and temperance. What? Look at all of that. There is definitely endings to situations. You are definitely closing out outdated cycles. For a lot of you, you're closing out painful woundings that have been there since childhood, right? And the medicine woman is the oracle that I'm going to pull at the end too. So if you hang out to the end, that's where you're going to get more of the oracle messages, right? Because I know a lot of you get brought in for the tarot, so let's get more into it. All right, so orange is definitely this frequency that I'm feeling and it's about bold and confidence, and I'll talk more about the color frequency at the end too. Look, the Fool, right back out. And this is really about this new beginnings, right? Okay, Source, what messages do you have coming across for today's energy? Look, the Devil. Well, you need to know that for a lot of you, you've had certain people, situations, maybe addictions, right? Or patterns or things like that, that I feel you've overcame or you've begun to realize it's had an influence in your life. And now is the time where you have the power to release, let it go, make some sort of movement, change, releasing this devil energy, right? Maybe you already did, or maybe you're becoming to realize that this is what you are currently doing, right? I'm also picking up a lot of this purple too, which is very spiritual, right? It's of royalty too for a lot of you. Like even this deck is outlined in this purple. I noticed it as they were having me put my phone down. It's like a lavender purple, and I'll talk about the frequency. We'll look it up at the end too. Even this deck is purple and orange. There's something very significant about that because it just was really popping to me to bring that up, right? And even I have purple nails. Like I was going to paint them orange, and I was like, no, let's not. So there's something with this purple orange frequency. So passion igniting, definitely. And it's about spiritual. So what I'm getting is like it's some sort of like awakening or realization. I'm sorry, I'm trying to save my channels up to the end because I'm used to doing it at the beginning, but I don't know, I'm trying to change up how I do my readings a little bit. So I guess you're gonna get some of it right away because when it comes, I'm so used to flowing with it. But I really feel you're gonna be getting some sort of realization internally, right? Upgrade. It's like you're gonna see things differently. You're gonna realize certain things. I definitely feel somebody it's like you know that you've upgraded or that you're due for an upgrade or something like that. There's definitely an Emperor here with 3 of Swords. So I don't know if this is you finally taking authority and action in your world and it's going to cause some heartbreak, or maybe you need to feel or release, because you know that is fully how you release emotions, is by feeling them. Maybe you're realizing that you have to make this hard break, I'm hearing. this change. It's kind of like maybe if you knew that you had some sort of addiction that you're finally like, all right, I got to cut this out. So, you know, you got to feel that pain of letting go of something that feels really good, right? And addictions could be anything. Like I have one to candy, right? But I quit smoking, you know, like 7 years ago, or I think it was, yeah, 8 years ago now. So yeah, I went to candy and things like that, but I know that I'll overindulge in candy and things like that, especially when I'm stressed and things like that, to, you know, because that was kind of like my go-to or whatever, you know. So I'm trying to change it with things other than candy, you know, like fruits, things like that. So maybe there's just a change or something that, you know, you need to do, right? It could be shopping. I used to find shopping, right? I've overcome my shopping addiction. Right. All right. Anyway, so whatever that may be for you, or maybe it's a person. So I feel for a lot of you, like you're getting some sort of realization that it's holding you back. You're showing the sun card energy. See, she's really holding on to that sun. You could be really holding on to something, right? Something that brings you a lot of pleasure, a lot of passion, and that's fine. But it's about temperancing it, not being, you know, if it is something that's healthy. Right, like I'm not gonna say this, like don't ever have sugar, even though sugar really is not good for you. It's like probably like the worst chemical. I don't know, because they put it in everything. Prince of Cups here. So the princes are the pages, right? It's like he's standing boldly, right? Because I'm picking up a lot on the colors too. I'm picking this Pisces energy up very strongly with the blues. You see that orange fish. He's standing confident in the water holding the cup. I'm getting somebody, whether this is you or energy surrounding you. Maybe I need to get into a spread instead of freestyling here. Look, the devil is right there again. So this devil's coming out very strong. Somebody's standing very confident, like they know what they're going after, what they want. And there's this devil that could literally be trying to stop you. Somebody could be trying to stop you from going after your heart's desire. As you do know, the devil is going to try to stop that. I am seeing victory here with the Six of Wands. But see, it's kind of like she has to stand confident. There's all this energy of looking back. Even with the Six of Swords here, going back. Is it flipped? Yeah. And it's like he's standing on top of those swords. Those swords are inverted, and he's standing on top of them, and he's elevating. But there's something about all this energy of looking this way, back at the past. Even the devil is. So you're definitely, I feel, overcoming some sort of wounding, and somebody could be trying to bring it up. You could be having, maybe this is you going, you know, overcoming this wounding, but going after something you've desired, something you've held on to since you were a child, something that, you know, because I always represent the sun card to that child energy, and often you'll see the children on the sun card because it represents that purity, that innocence, right? And that childlike, because it's like when you free yourself of restrictions, things like that, and you're truly in your listening to your soul and you're in tune with it, you unlock your inner child. You don't have those restrictions. All of those are in alignment with you. You came into this world with your passions, your dreams, your desires. It's this world that's conditioned you otherwise. So when you start to embrace that inner child, you start to act out, you start to do those things that bring your inner child excitement and joy, then you're actually in alignment with your soul's calling, right? So I'm getting this energy. You're definitely going after something that you wanted from when you were a child. Like, you're going to have victory for this now as long as you stay focused and you block out whatever this devil is trying to put in your way. Or, you know, devil controls the mind and things in the physical, right? money, material, and rules emotions can get in the way of that. Look, they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune again. Your destiny is definitely calling you, but all you have to do is stand confident, right? So, you know, what you know feels wrong, don't engage in it, right? If you have somebody that's coming back from the path and trying to tempt you off your path or trying to get you to engage in something that's not in alignment with your destiny, then don't go after it, because you know the devil's going to try to block and stop you. And it will get into past people, right? Family members, friends, things like that. Try to cause endings, right? So be mindful of that. They're showing me the Death card again, so there's definitely ending. There's an ending that's happening fast, and it's heading straight down. She's completely upside down. But those wands are facing upward. It's all about perception. I'm getting, for some of you, it's like there's an ending that's happening very quickly, and it's going to make it seem like you are falling down and you're about to crash. I'm getting like a plane going down, you know? But it's like you're going to be okay. Something's going to happen here. Because I'm getting you're divinely protected at this time to pursue your destiny. So divine's going to make some sort of intervention. For some of you, it's like this had to happen this way because there were certain people that were just not like letting you go, not letting you pursue this. They were hanging on too tightly, as we've been seeing this devil coming out very strongly, right? So it's kind of like divine had to like, it had to happen this way to get rid of the attachments. It's like divine's going to come in and rescue them, but not rescue who's following you down the rabbit hole. And then they're going to get caught up. See what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. That's why you're divinely protected and guided. Like you're going to get the guidance. Let's find out more. The Lovers. There could be somebody coming in for you. The Lovers often represents, you know, a choice, too. A soulmate. This could be you loving yourself, too, and just not letting go of that passion. Keep showing me this King of Swords figure. Ace of Torches, Six of Torches. See, there's somebody watching you, but not in a healthy way. So if you look at this Prince of Swords, he's holding that sword and he's pointing to the blood on the sword. And to me, it's like, yeah, I stabbed you a little bit, but it wasn't enough, is the energy I get with this. Like, I need to be more strong. I need to do it again. I need to inflict more pain. I need to do something to... Somebody's really trying to stop you from pursuing your passions. Ace of Wands. But look, baby. Justice is here. Divine has seen this. This is definitely out of your control. Look at how big he is compared to this is representing you down here. Divine is definitely stepping in and calling justice. Again, none of these cards are like, looking back at the past with the Six of Pentacles, like something needed to be made right. It's like, for some of you, you're going to have certain people that are going to show up now that you're leveling up too. I feel you're going to be having past people that are going to be coming in, like, they're going to see you rising, right? And now they want you to have mercy for them. They want you to give to them, right? I heard divide and conquer for some of you, like they could be wanting to form an alliance or something like that. I mean, it's... It's always good to not hold on to past hurt and to have forgiveness, but you're not meant to um, have them go with you, right? 1500 on the clock, right, as I say that. If you look at this, like, you have rose above all of the pain, all of the swords that they have caused for you. It's like they could be coming in wanting to try to help you, wanting to split the burdens. Like, let me take on all of this for you. Like, it could appear very well, but there's always a catch, you know? With these individuals, these people, family, friends, whatever this is, like, they, you know, they're only doing this because they want something. They're genuinely not sorry. If they were genuinely sorry, they would just help you take on these burdens, whatever, without wanting something from you. But they want something from you. So to me, it's not genuine. You've put in the work. You have done the healing. This is your destiny, your blessing, right? Some of these people were, you know, the ones that were stopping you from this. And now that the universe is like, no, this is coming in for you. Now that they realize they can't stop it and now they want to change sides. I told you, devil with the fool. They're all over this. This devil is trying to stop this new beginning, and it's like, if it can't stop it, and it could be trying to come with you just to sabotage your new beginning too. So that's why I said you need to be very careful. This is a strong message I'm getting. Somebody needs to be very confident, knowing that to go after your dreams and desires. Not let anybody hold you back. There's a strong energy of past energy. I feel that's the only people. Maybe you've done very well with letting go of addictions, toxicity, people. Maybe you're very careful of who you let in your world, right? So the only way the devil has access to you is through past people. And that could be why it's so strongly coming up, the past, because there's something with twos here and something really significantly going on within this February portal, this gateway from February 2nd to the 22nd. It's actually closing out. I thought the 22nd was tomorrow for some reason. It's not. It's like on Thursday. So I might upload the reading that I did last night where I was talking about 22nd being tomorrow, but it's not. Or I was like, maybe I should wait. I don't want to confuse anybody, but there's something very significant about this portal gateway. I'm seeing Two of Cups, Two of Wands. You know, the twos are about choices. They're about alignments. This is where I feel like you're at right now, at like a crossroads, at like a fork in a road. You know, like you get to make a decision which door you're going to go in, which path you're going to go in. And for a lot of you, like, you have a choice of like a lover or a soul connection or something. I've been hearing that too in the collective. For a lot of you, you're at like a major time at the end of February, a major choice, you know. All right, let's keep going. Four of Torches, the Chariot. It's going to have to do with your family, security, stability. There's definitely a major movement here. For a lot of you, this has to do with like a physical move, changing location, right? Maybe with doing that, it changes, you know, the dynamic of your family, of who you're living with. Four of Wands. It's she's like floating. The wands are all over. Her eyes are closed. You could be really feeling this energy of like, you don't know what to do at this moment. But you know that it's like, it really is a struggle right now. Judgment. Judgment's being called. Some sort of change needs to happen. Divine sees what's going on. Look, there's another two here. There's a Two of Swords as well. So we have the 3 twos. It's almost like this was meant to happen at this time for you. You just have to go with what you feel is right for you. Whatever you feel resistant towards, whatever you feel is heaviness, that is what is the wrong path. You know? It's like if you're trying to find a way to make something work, but you're feeling this heaviness of not knowing how to make it, then that's because it's not supposed to. You need to be free flowing and kind of go with the flow. At this time, go what feels easy for you. Whatever feels too heavy, like release it to divine, source, God, right? And be just guided where you're shown. Because I feel this is you trying to, look at how he's balancing water on his foot. I feel this is like what's going on. Like you've been trying different ways to create balance and harmony in your world and your family and your situation. And it's not happening. Like it wasn't working this way. So you're trying different ways. You're trying all these different ways to create balance. It's just not happening because it's not meant to. And I think that's like part of like what, it's like you had to be shown this. You had to be shown that there, for whatever reason, you know, sometimes we hold on to things, we don't want to let them go. So you had to be shown different, that you gave it everything that you could. And it's not working. That's why he looks sad. Like he's, you know, maybe you did make it work for a little while. Like he is still pouring the water into that pail using his foot. Right? But he looks sad. Like it shouldn't be this difficult. His other hand is right up here. Like, it's just like, yeah, this is going to work temporarily, but it shouldn't be this difficult. You know? It's almost like it's keeping you trapped and stuck, because since he's having to use his foot to balance that cup instead of his hands, he's just sitting there. It's like I feel that you're a very like magical person. Like you're one where you can pour cups while walking. You know, some people can't do that. Some people can only focus on one thing. Like you're like a multitasker, right? Like you could be pouring cups while talking and walking or whatever. But because, and it's like you're starting to realize that these certain situations, they knew that. These people knew that you were multifaceted, that you were very talented, that you were gifted, but it's like they're doing this on purpose to hang you up. So it's like you're having to sit down and stop just to balance you know what I mean? And it's like I feel like you know this, or you're starting to realize this now, that certain people were just blocking you, stopping you, that they were never for you, shining and wanting to go with you. And it's because just sometimes some people aren't ready to do the work. And they don't want to go to the next level, so they try to keep you where they're at, where they're comfortable and safe, because they don't want to do the work, right? Tower. Almost said judgment as I say the tower. So I told you, divine's calling. Justice. Got all those hands. I feel it's a collaboration with like your ancestors, spirit, guides, angels, God, like everybody's like coming together, like no. But you see all these hands, like even though it's knocking this tower down, you see all those hands, they're going to catch all those people. That's what I mean. I feel like divine's going to catch you. They're going to push a tower down. It's going to look like you are crashing, but they're going to catch you and move you somewhere else. This is definitely like a divine intervention. That's what I mean. So let the tower fall. Let this whatever this is fall. Just breathe. Stop trying to stop the tower from blowing up. So, you know, maybe you've been trying to find ways to stop the tower from falling, and this is your realization that it's gonna fall. It was always meant to. It has to. And this is going to restore your justice with the divine too, because you're gonna see how like a miracle a rescue I'm getting for some of you. Like something is just gonna happen, right? Alright, so I feel I pretty much got the message out, so we'll see what other messages I got for you. Look, 3 of Cups, the celebration coming together for the end of the reading. My nose is getting to me too. Sorry guys, I came down with a cold, but I'm not gonna let that get me down. or the series of events that have been going on in my world in the past 24 hours, really trying to block and stop me. That's how I know more than ever there's major changes coming with all of these things that are happening and going on. Like, I was literally just like, wow, devil's literally right in front of me and someone else. Wow. It's like, even though I've been isolating myself, devil's sending people to my door, like, for real. Oops. That's why, like, I had to get some more privacy and isolate, right? So I'm like back in here. Yeah. All right. So the strong orange frequency, I wanted to talk a little bit about the North Node conjunction, right? And so let me start there. All right, so Chiron conjuncting the North Node in the sign of Aries. I always say Aries, so yeah, it's just such a beautiful frequency. Baby, is that you? Yeah. All right, just a minute, guys. All right, I guess it's time for me to wrap it up anyways, right? My little one got up. So 26:06 on the clock. All right, so I told her just a few minutes, so Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, it embodies new beginnings, courage, and self-discovery. This conjunction in Aries calls for bold action in your healing journey, urging you to embrace your individuality and assertiveness. So the influence is, bringing your deepest wounds, right, to the surface for healing, right? And it has to do with your identity, yourself, and definitely facing your fears, going after, new territories, embracing things that you have been fearful to pursue, right? All right, so personal ambitions, embrace your journey, align you with your true essence. You need to assert boundaries, right? Not living life for other people. And now with the sun being in Pisces, it's a time of deep introspection, urging you to look to the depths of your psyche. Right? So definitely about having bravery and courage to overcome any challenges and obstacles that are sent your way. So this devil energy that's bringing these challenges and obstacles, you need to use it to really level you up. Like, it was almost like a test. Like yesterday when I was having these circumstances and these things being called out to me, like I could just tell, like, yeah, you're saying things that are not true to me, to my face, because in the past, I would have set them straight, but I was like, no, I'm not giving you the power over my emotional state. I'm going to overcome. So immediately I started to look for alternate ways to win, alternate ways to overcome these challenges and obstacles. Like, why is this happening now? It's coming at me because it found a weakness. It found a door. Now I need to shut that door. I need to shut down that weakness, that fear that the devil is trying to pull and play with at this moment. Right? So you could be realizing these things, right? Like, no, I'm not. And it was like, even when devil got to see that these things were being presented to me and it wasn't pulling on my emotions and feelings, then it was coming at me even harder, right? And then it was coming at my confidence in the fact that it couldn't break me. And I was just like, wow, 28:28 on the clock as I say that, right? And what's interesting is I was able to overcome this, but then it came to my family members, and my family members could not stay calm with the situation. So, but then at the same time, it was almost like my family stood up for me and wasn't going to let that happen. So it was interesting. I was like, things do happen for a reason, right? And it was like, maybe it was always meant to happen that way. But I know that I passed my tests and challenges and obstacles. So, you know what I mean? And it got removed from me, from my situation rather quickly. So, that's why you just, you got to trust the way that things happen, right? They do happen for a reason. There's always a higher order. And even though the devil's coming in and testing and things like that, like, it's still always being overseen by the divine, right? They see very much what's going on. So when you learn to realize that, I mean, this is going to be helpful for somebody. If it's not making sense to you, then it's not for you, right? But really just learn to look at these situations and use them as strengths to overcome, because you can always overcome them, right? All right. So recognizing your wounds and sources, strength and wisdom, guiding you to fulfill your life purpose. You're intertwined with your universe's grand design, highlighting the resilience and potential within you. Remember, your greatest challenges holds the key to the most significant gifts that you carry. Right? So, wow. So that's very significant, right, for for what is going on currently. All right. So this orange frequency now. Let's look that up for you guys. Vitality, enthusiasm, and new beginnings. Spiritual meaning of it. It's interesting. It's getting into white, purity, illumination, and the connection to the divine. Why does it pull white in there? It's significant for somebody, right? Maybe you're feeling guided to work with white and orange. But see, this is about, you really, like I was kind of explaining that frequency, right? Because you're holding you're going after your passions, your dreams, your desires. You're having that confidence, but you're doing it delicately. You're doing it with purity, with grace. You're not, you're not doing it like in a forceful way. That's this frequency that very much that I'm getting. All right. You're doing it very positive. Maybe in the past that's why it didn't work, because if people came at you and things like that, you were ready to come at them, tear them down. No, you're not going to get my way, or whatever, and you were too aggressive. But now you're doing it from purity, right? And you're learning how to overcome things, I feel, more gracefully, right? It's because orange is a very vibrant and energetic color. Okay, so it's definitely about change and movement, strongly associated with creativity. It has to do with your sacral chakra too. Okay, and the emotions is definitely happiness, right? Orange is very optimistic and uplifting, rejuvenating our spirit. Positive words associated with orange are warmth, security, sensuality, passion, abundance, fun, social, welcoming, liveliness, active, happiness, and joyfulness, cheerful, assertive, dynamic, and extroverted, exuberant. Right? Energy and confidence is very much what orange attracts. Orange is a perfect blend of red and yellow. It is cheerful. It brings enthusiastic energy to every brand. Because of its boldness, you'll see it's predominantly featured in many sports teams, the traffic signs, and all that. It's very eye-catching. Right? So that was a little bit on the frequency. You could look up lavender purple too to go with that frequency of the orange, right? For those of you that were feeling the purple. But I don't want to spend too long because my little one's waiting. But I wanted to pull a medicine woman card for you because this deck I felt guys who is on my desk, because see, I really pick it up with the orange, right? And this is definitely a deck for my feminines, but masculines, you can take something away from this too. The medicine woman source. Oh, one already flipped. Intuition. Intuition is the messenger of your destiny. Follow it. Look at that. So that's very beautiful. Let's get the reading. It's the first card from this deck too. Wow. Number 1. All right. There's so many different because there's like majors, and there we go. All right. Okay. I am intuition like the cat, my ancient Egyptian totem. I cannot be controlled. I just know. A precious gift of the feminine soul, intuition offers the keys to our inner world to safely guide our steps. Considered as our sixth sense, intuition is the complement of reason and allows us to comprehend reality in a different way. This irrational function of the psyche, as analyst C.J. Jung put in, it can be thought as a gateway between our inner knowledge and our world around us. Our culture and way of life do not necessarily let us listen to our intuition, but when we follow it, we gain a new insight into our lives and are better able to bring luck on our side. Intuition is the primordial resource of the feminine, enabling solutions to appear as if by magic. Wow, beautiful, right? So there was a little bit more reading. Let's see. Listen, daughter of the stars and Gaia. The world is speaking to you, sending signs your way. Intuition is the very surest compass to guide your steps towards your destiny. You are intuitive. It is your true nature, so trust in yourself. You might not always pay enough attention to it, but your intuition sends you signs. It asks questions and listens to the world around you. The universe is full of information, the clouds in the sky, conversations and encounters. It is your time to take the way less traveled. As signs posted by your intuition inspired happy coincidences. Because as you know, coincidences are always signs and gifts from the universe. Whenever you notice the synchronicity, look it up, right? Whether it's an item or an object, there's always a meaning, a spiritual meaning, a message behind it. It's like, for instance, like say a balloon, right? Say you're walking along, you see a little girl with a balloon, right? But then later you're walking along and you see a man that's wearing a shirt with balloons on it. You know, you just notice balloons twice. So you need to look up the sign behind balloons. Maybe for some of you, look up balloons right now, because I was filtering of balloons. But it's things like that. Like whenever you know, whenever you're being aware of something, like, oh yeah, I seen that earlier, right? Or maybe you see a hot air balloon in the sky, and then you're watching a commercial later on TV, and there's a hot air balloon that is going, you know. But it could be with anything. There's so many codes and keys, and you know. And of course, source code through numbers, things like that. So pay attention. The universe is always trying to guide you, right, towards your path. It's very magical, right? So, stopped on coincidence. Life will unveil its fabulous designs for you. Intuition is life's messenger. Now follow it. All right. Lovelies, that's what I had for you in this reading. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you have not and you like my content. Why not, right? It's always fun to catch my readings more in real time too as I upload them, because in the North Node just conjuncted Chiron. So I always said February is going to be like very significant. A lot of people are saying like this is one of the most significant times of 2024 because of this conjunction. Right? And not to mention we start Pisces season. So now I'm going to be getting into that watery energy of Pisces, doing more readings. I still want to get out more love readings and things like that, but because of my own personal situations, I've been derailed a little bit, right? Forced me to deal with certain situations before I get into love readings. Like even the ones last week I was showing you, it was all kids are coming out because it's going on a lot with my oldest son in the juvenile justice system, and he's currently on house arrest with an ankle monitor. So yeah, he's always in my energy too, but that's why I'm trying to come into here, right, so I can get out of that children energy. But that's for somebody. So anyway, I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely watch whatever you feel guided to, right? Everything's significant. And like I said, I'm going to be flipping more of my psychic messages, intuitive messages, oracles, things like that to the end of the reading. So, because I don't feel they're for everybody, but whatever I feel to talk about, they're often messages, you know, for whoever's connecting with me more, whoever, you know, gets help and guidance. Like when I talk about situations that are going on in my personal life, you know, they can help others. And that's what I mean. If it's not for you, then leave it for someone else, right? Because, not everything is going to be for everyone, especially when we do collective readings, right? And like if you do want to get a personal reading from me where you connect one-on-one with me, then I'm going to have links down, which I already do, but I'm going to be changing that to a different, because my stuff got compromised. So I'm opening up new accounts, which I'm syncing it now with my new a new platform name, right? So so keep a lookout. I'll still be monitoring the one I have listed, but I will be having a new email and new credentials down below for you to be able to connect with me. But anyways, anytime you ever feel that you want to, always check out the description box. All right, love and light to all of you. Bye.